Good evening and welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. We are playing, yeah, exactly, I got it right. We are playing Shattered Footsteps. This is episode 10. Looks like it'll be the end of the first arc, so they are kind of a bit long. Yeah, Happy New Year. It's the first game we're playing. No, not Myths of Tales of Mayhem, you freaking bastard. You. Like, stop distracting me with chat, fuck's sake. Yeah, so let's get right to it. It's quite a long time ago, so we'll just introduce everyone. I will try and do a quick recap. I will lie my ass off and then we'll get started. So, Ashleigh, who are you playing?
I am playing Selena. She's the Godbinder, and she makes bargains with the various gods of the world of Dai. And um, currently, everyone's in a city, and the revolution is in the air. And I'm sure we'll have tremendous fun with that. But Selena's main uh, weapon in her hands is a nice big sturdy hammer, and I'm going to pass us over to our favourite loathing knight, Thea.
Hello, everyone. I'm Thea. I'm playing Emma, the Loading Knight, the one and only, a librarian who's now has some sort of issue with her emotions. First and foremost, her loathing, which tends to get out of control, and then people have to die, or at least that's been the motto so far. Uh, we'll see. We'll see how she handles it tonight with a revolution going on. Passing over to Frida. Or Michelle, sorry.
Hello, I'm Michelle and Frida, all at the same time. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this. How do you introduce yourself again?
With words.
Okay,
Generally.
hello. I'm playing Frida, who is living her best life because top of her bucket list by far was to instigate/take a major role in a revolution, and she is kind of doing that.
Also, the great grandniece of a wonderful, what do you call it? Cthulhu investigator from the 1920s.
Kathy Bacon.
Yes.
I
Bacon
haven't
dynasty.
decided if Frida knows about that yet. Oh, we'll figure it out in the game, I guess. But yeah, passing on to Patrick Paul.
Yes. Hi, folks. I'm Pat. I'm playing Paul the Neo, and it's going to be a interesting session for him as he finally confronts his old friend John. And hope everyone had a good Christmas with their families. I did. Well, actually, I didn't. What they said was, do something or get out of the house. The rest of the family are skinny. You're not. Mum smokes for this pregnancy, but to no avail. And I'll pass on to Chris.
Good evening. I am Chris, and I play Quinn, the dictator who at the moment finds herself in a kitchen with a couple of revolutionaries ready to mix things up, I guess. And I guess I was the last one. I give it over to Callum, the game master.
Yeah, Callum has not been seen since episode 2, I think. So, yeah, maybe he'll pop up at some point. Who knows? So, quick recap as far as I remember. Frida did absolutely nothing because no one could hear her in the last episode. So, all of the things she did just didn't happen. It was just all of us reacting to a ghost. The revolution seemed to come out of nowhere. Just kind of erupted while they were in the middle of putting out fires, actually, which seemed kind of strange. As the group decided to split off, some of them heading to the palace, which would have been Paul and Frida, and Selena and Emma looking out for the other little echoes. Quinn escaped from the dungeon to find herself in the company of some of the rebels who had managed to enter a tunnel underneath the palace. I'm very sorry. And were busy making their way in to try and perform their coup. As they exit the kitchen, they come across a hulking giant with claws and a grimace on his face, barely legible, leering at them, grinning, ready to attack. As far as I remember, Emma and Selena tried to rally the troops with mixed success. And we will say they have come across two of their two remaining echoes outside of the palace. Because again, I can't remember the last episode. Paul, Frida, you've made your way into the tunnels. You are approaching the exit where you will find Quinn. The city erupted when you were all together. The although you knew the what you call it was brewing, the rebellion, there wasn't as many signs of it other than graffiti and whispers. And suddenly is an upswelling, and it seems to have taken you all with it. Paul, Frida, you have just passed where the bomb had went off in the tunnels that had opened the hole that Quinn was able to pull her way through. You can still smell the gunpowder smell of it, as well as the scents coming from the kitchen. And then you hear the scream from above. What you doing?
The scream.
A scream.
A scream.
Yep, big girly scream. Coming from Chris. Not from Quinn, from Chris.
Right.
Can you tell anything from the scream? Like,
No, it's
male,
no scream
female?
of rage. You're not sure if it's male, female. Just
Cool. Well, that sounds a bit intense, doesn't it?
That is something that, actually, given everything that's happened today, that's probably the most normal reaction.
Well, you know what they say. Winning a revolution. And she just starts singing. Do you hear the people sing the song, blah, 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 but I've forgotten all the words, but fuck it, let's go kill a thing. And she starts running towards the scream.
Wait, slow down at least. Let me get my guns out.
Stop being such a fucking Javert.
Took my wife to see that play, and let me just say one thing: Javert made me feel things. At least the guy who played him did. And goes after Frida.
Quinn.
This may have been based on the time me and Michelle went to see Les Mis my birthday.
Well, if the guy made you feel things, you should probably have contacted the police. That's not okay at a play. Yeah.
You know, we got so lucky, Pat, because a week later, Just Stop Oil
Yeah.
did have a protest on the stage of Les Mis, and it's like we were so lucky.
Quinn, you are standing with 4 rebels, all equipped with weapons, probably not of the highest caliber. As I said, before you stands this giant. You can see the hands ending in claws, and as as you see them, the claws undulate, and you can see poison or something venom dripping from them. I think it said the guy looked a little bit like Venom, the kind of wet blackness. And his face contorted in rage. And he takes 2 giant steps towards you, leaps, and grabs one of the... I think he actually did. I don't remember. Grabs one of the rebels and tears her in half. Now you would get a girly scream.
I let out a girlish scream.
No, not you. Talking that's how the monster sounds. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is all talking enough for start.
So, my turn.
Baby, please.
I do 500 something. No, I'm kidding. Um, um, I think I'll try and use my voice to get the creature to submit to me.
Right, you actually want to so full on control,
Yeah.
right? So it has a willpower of 4.
That means I have to roll a 4.
You need, I think, no, I can't remember because you're a dick. Why rolling 1d4 plus your skill roll? So that's a charisma roll.
Oops.
So that's 3 successes, 2. Oh man, I should have thought so much more about this stuff because I know my players don't actually look at what their powers are.
I usually have it open. I forgot to have my drive sheet open today. I apologize.
You're just going to make me cry, man. Yeah, so if anyone is watching this, I'm terribly sorry.
So, 2 would be feeling it intensely. It's hard to do anything not related to it.
I think he gets a save, though, does he not? Right. So. I do apologise. Talk amongst yourselves, roleplay or something. Looks like.
How about those local sports teams?
They're great.
Yeah,
I hear they're first in points.
I support my local sports team. Do you?
Okay,
Well,
right. So
anyway.
you get 3 successes on top of your 2. That means you can modulate the what do you call it? The number of successes you have. 2 is the number of successes you have. You can increase or lower with your number of successes.
So give me a second. That means what do I have to do now? I should probably lower it, otherwise.
No, you want to raise it from 2, but
Yeah, I do.
right. So what do you want to raise it to?
One quick second. I think I would like to raise it to.
Are you attacking or trying to control?
I'm trying to compulsionize him, so 3 would probably be. I'd like to raise it to 3. Yeah.
Well, no, you need to spend your successes. So you can raise up to 4 and then back down 3. You can put up to 5.
Actually, yeah. Let's do that.
How much does Quinn need to control this guy?
To completely control, the 4 or 5 would do it. However, that seems a little bit cheeky.
Yeah, well, then let's turn it up.
So describe, okay, first of all, how is it you look when you do this?
Part of the flesh on my face starts kind of melting back to just show bits of muscle tissue and bone. And where my eye would usually be, it's just like an empty socket, as if the dictator is not actually, like, basically disguising their true appearance. They're like a thrall. They look like a thrall or like a lich underneath. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And what does it look like as your voice hits this hulking monster?
kind of like you know that in TV shows, like in cartoons, when the skunk smells the pie, that like whiff of air that kind of dances along and moves like to the melody of the background music, and then kind of gesticulates like a finger, luring the person closer. But in Quinn's instance, it's like a kind of like a skeletal hand that caresses over the face of the victim.
His face goes slack. This torn body, one in each hand, falls from kind of lifeless fingers. Doesn't say anything. Just looks towards you. And then you hear a shot go off from behind you as one of the rebels shoot at it. And it starts to bound past you.
I scream, "Stop! Everyone!"
It stops. No one else does, they just keep firing. And this thing's taking the hits, it's just like hitting into some kind of armour.
I yell even louder, "Put your guns down!"
He killed her! He ripped her apart! He's a fucking monster!
We can use him. And you can have your way with him in the end.
What the fuck are you?
It doesn't matter. All you need to know is I want this scumbag dead.
Give me a charisma roll, please.
Two successes.
He'll look at you. The guns come down to the side. It's time we found the echo and took him out. What are you going to do with this thing?
I'm going to let him bring me to his master.
And at this point, Frida, Paul, you come out. And you recognise, even in the twisted visage, Paul, your old bully, Matthew Davidson.
Oh, fuck. Right. Paul shoots them.
Roll. Are you using your special or?
No, just gonna roll for now. What do I roll again for this? Dex, isn't it?
Yes, it's Dex.
Oh, 4, 3, and a 1.
So one success. You hit, but again, it's into the armour. You can see the face twitch and grin. The eyes are covered. So the whites are black. You hear a low growl.
And Paul aims again and just basically says, "Fuck you, Matthew!" Just keeps pulling on the trigger.
Give me another Dex roll. Quinn, what are you doing as this is happening?
5, a 6, and a 6.
There we go.
After the first shot, Quinn turns around to see Paul, and while he fires off his next shots, he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" And she raises her hands towards him.
It's okay. He's not shooting you.
The Paul, you see what do you call him? Johnny Five kind of takes you along with the bullet. You see it in your head. This bullet travels along, spinning in the air, and smacks into the eyeball. You see the black of the eyeball just burst, and the bullet slow as it goes in. It doesn't make it all the way through. Seems that the eyes are extremely tough, and everything about him is extremely tough. I know you.
And I know you.
Hit him again.
Quinn, just Frida standing there. Hit him again. Go on, smack him.
Calm down. He's on our side, at least for now.
No, he isn't. Not today, not now, not ever.
Quinn, give me a wisdom roll, please.
Uh-oh.
You hear a ringing, just like very, very soft, probably inaudible to anyone else. And how did you say it looked when your voice went into that body, went into him?
Like a mist of skeletal hands,
You
like
see the
correct.
skeletal hand come back out and go towards you, and you can't hear anything.
Fuck.
Can we see any of this?
Quinn slowly starts backing off. She goes, Paul, forget what I said.
Paul, you see her lips move, but no sound comes out.
Right. Paul, after the last two attempts, is going to try to use fate gold.
Faggled. Yeah.
Fate gold, even, yeah.
So you're activating.
Let's have a look. Which one? Oh, hit the wrong button. Because of course I did. I got that many tabs open. Not the stealth. No. Explosive.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to use explosive.
Okay.
No, wait. AI targeted. I'm going to try AI targeted.
Okay.
All right. What do you want me to roll?
So
Dex?
roll your dex roll, please.
A 3, a
You
4.
can- well, okay, and you can roll your dinks as well.
What's my
your
dice?
D10.
Again? And that's a 3.
It's a 3. So would when you say you were using the AI assisted?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So you wouldn't have you wouldn't have get any disadvantages in that one. Again, with only one success, the bullet just seems to graze him. Everything you're throwing at this guy, you see. You didn't see this come away from the hand come out. You did notice now when you fired your gun, you couldn't hear it.
Oh, right.
And the head cocks towards you, and a hand lashes out towards Quinn. And then we'll go to Selena and Emma.
All right.
You, I think, well, you were before. You had, I think it was a group of the city guard, that you'd taken out, and you were leading this group of rebels. One thing you noticed, although everything for you is going sort of linear, it seems that the crowds and the enemies, it's like in movies, suddenly there's a lot more, there's something happened there and something that it's not really making sense in a real world sort of thing, but it does, you can see that things are going back and forth. You're not winning yet, but you're not losing. You see off in the distance explosions going off, you can hear people screaming and hear rallying cries, shots going off, things being hacked and broken. And then as you're coming towards the bridge, that on the other side, there's another large guardhouse. You see the two other echoes standing outside, both as well wearing these kind of black so wet kind of suits. The muscles showing on them, corded and ripped. One of the ones, the one you saw when you entered the city and you got down the body, or the still living rebel.
Yep, I remember him. So I think Selena's just going to get the hammer out if she doesn't have it in her hands already. He's going to look over at Emma. Like, are we doing this?
I don't know. This feels like a fucking war zone. This is so weird. What are we even doing here, Selena? This is.
I think. I mean, there's a lot of ways to look at it, but I think we're saving a lot of people. This lot, these people, these echoes. How many people are they killing? Innocents, children, people who haven't done anything wrong.
Like, are they really people? Think about it. Think about where we are. Think about the situation.
I mean, given how
caught up in it, please. Like, we have to keep having a distance to this sort of thing. I think that's healthy.
but we don't know, and we don't want to have to find out that this place is real right at the point we're about to die.
Yeah, this is really hard. We need a long break after this, please.
Yeah, that's absolutely understood, and I really apologize for this, but and I need to say something to her that just needs to fill her with loathing, and I'm trying to think what that is. Yeah, but look at all of these people here. I mean, surely they deserve some sympathy from you, or are they just dirty and decrepit and you don't care about them? You don't care about them at all, do you?
Make a charisma roll.
Okay. All right.
Let's see.
What are you saying?
Best of luck to me. Okay, 1 success.
As okay. Give me a second, sorry.
Do I roll against that, or how does that work?
Up to you. If you want to roll against it, you can.
It's like innate sort of like resistance, or is that like something that just?
I'm not sure at the moment if you'd had it, because I was just thinking that what do you call him? What's his name? I've now forgotten. Christ, what's his name? The weapon.
Oh, Tyrant.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tyrant is laughing as Selena says that. In your hand, slight vibration. These people are nothing. They're not really people. They're not in the real world. Look at them, they can't even defend themselves. They can't protect themselves. They are weak. They're useless. They do whatever some idiot in a suit tells them to do. Yeah, they're rebelling now, but it's only because you're all here. You think you'd be doing it if you weren't? They're as weak as you used to be, spineless. Might as well be sitting in the library.
That's. I feel like you're just trying to rile me up.
Oh, you win a fucking prize. You riled up yet? Because, you could just let you and your friends die. Maybe you'll wake up back at home. Who the fuck knows?
Look, I've always had it with your antics. You always try to say stuff to...
What, do you hate me?
I really, really hate you. You're so annoying.
Not annoying enough, it seems. Maybe I should go join that Selena. She looks as if she could hate enough for the two of you.
No, shithead, I need you right now. We're going to go into a fight.
Well, what if I decide just not to, and you feel the weapon get very heavy and drop, and at the same time you see these two little echoes start to lope towards you. The guards behind them, no guns seem to be out. This is mostly swords, spears, things like that. And the people around you start to... you can feel kind of fear around them.
I've got something I want to do, but let's resolve.
No, on you go. What would you like to do?
I want to use my Mystic Blast to try and slow them down a bit, to sort of drain them a little.
Okay, do you know what you need to do for...
So that's, according to the character keeper, that's in scripture.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, attacks the target within medium range. But so do I need to roll for scripture or not?
You roll your wisdom dice pool and your d12.
Wisdom dice pool d12. All right.
I think Emma's just gonna try to get the mace up again and be like, "Come on, you stupid piece of shit!"
And as you say that, you feel yourself... Just your loathing. If we had the loathing meter, you would feel it jump up by 2
Oh,
points. You're just fucking just so sick of this little fucker. One of those points, by the way, comes from Selena's goading of you, and the other one is from Tyrant. You hate this fucker. You're stuck in this world with these people that you don't even fucking know. That arsehole Callum helped you, that just didn't give you the whole truth and got you here. Now you're stuck in some kind of
now my
shitty war movie.
only friend here, Selena, is trying to
Yeah.
annoy me too.
You can't even trust the people you know. And the fucking weapon is deciding not to be useful.
Yeah, this fucking sucks.
And the people see you grow a little bit bigger. Your armor expanding. And they steady. And then Selena lets forth a blast.
Which doesn't really do very much, according to the roll.
Well, it might hold them back a little. And
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So you've got one success.
One success.
What does the blast look like?
I guess it looks somewhat like force lightning, but I guess like straighter kind of thing, like sort of purple
And where does this
shards.
come from? Does this come from Hados?
I'm guessing so because it's part of his scripture because he's my patron.
I mean, you've got scripture from another one as well because you've got a
I've got-
relationship with...
Yeah, I can do Furious Briars as well, which would
Okay.
also slow them down. But I wanted to try Mystic Blast because I hadn't tried it yet.
So this blast, there's when it says a guardhouse and you've got the 2 echoes, you see about 10 guards running towards you, and your vision kind of shows as if it's more. As if maybe like in a movie there are extras, actually there, and then there's CGI behind it.
I see.
There's something very unreal about it. But you can hear the boots hitting the ground. You can hear the mutters and not chants, but shouts of those running towards you. Your blast hits into them. The 2 echoes don't feel anything. The guards stumble a little bit. And then they're on you.
Okay, well, I think it's hammer time.
Yeah, hammer and mace time.
So
Woo!
Mark, make them roll against.
no, they just a big foot comes out of the sky and squashes them. Stop.
Bye.
So, right, what are you doing?
Well, if the little echoes are upon us, like, I'm gonna try smashing a guy's knee with my hammer, basically. See if I can cripple him or slow him down. Because I want to keep him away from the people behind us.
Right, so the first one that's getting to you is the one that was kind of the one that gets sent off, is Joshua. He is... He looks kind of sporty, not as big as the other one.
It was the one we met. It was the first one we met.
Yeah, exactly. The face
I remember.
is now uncovered. Was a fairly good-looking guy, but the smile on him just looks sadistic. No, sadistic. I can speak words. He has a curved blade in his hand and smiling as he dives towards you.
Are both of them going after
No,
Selena?
the other one, the other one, Alan. Like probably don't know his name. Is a bit smaller, bulkier though, and his face looks. He's got a very cruel face. The eyes are small. They're focused on you. He also has a hammer.
I'm activating my riposte
Mm-hmm.
stance.
What does that do?
If they miss me in an attack, I can immediately make an attack as a response towards them.
Excellent. So, who gets there first? Selena. Joshua slashes out towards you with his curved blade and gets 0 successes. So, I'm rolling as well as you tonight.
Yep, cool. Don't worry.
The blade stretches out just inches from you. His grin kind of falters, and you see a look of dismay come over his face, and then it just comes back. Your skeletons are standing behind you. The what do you call it? The crowd has started to surge forward to meet the guards themselves.
Okay. Can I beckon my skeletons up to kind of run forward and try and grab his arms?
Yes, you can.
Do I need to roll for that?
No, I'll roll for your skeletons. This is again. I am so sorry for not reading up on the rules again.
Don't worry. I just, again, I'm not trying to fully incapacitate the guy. I want the skeletons to get in his way.
Yeah.
I'm not giving him.
In fact, you know what we'll do? We'll give you there an extra dice, an advantage.
Okay. All right.
Right?
Sounds good.
When you roll to hit him, you take 1 extra d6.
An extra d6. Okay. Well, I'll just. Okay. Fine. No problem. Okay. Well, since he's just attacked and missed, I'm gonna try and swing for him while he's still sort of leaning forward. I want to, swing for his face if I can, or
Okay.
whack one of his arms. So I think I'm going for his face, but I will accept anywhere on the body, really. So, what am I? Is that Dex or?
With your, I think it's strength, is it not? The hammer.
Okay, yeah, strength, that would make sense. So that's 3d6 in total. So, okay, 2 successes.
So it smacks into him. What's the damage on the?
The damage is. That increases my defense. Okay, I'm not actually sure. Where is it? Where's that thing? Because in the book that I've got here, it doesn't actually. Hang on. No, yes, all the gods. I'm not seeing it in the book actually.
Oh my god, I suck at this. Okay, right, no. It's equal to the remaining successes. So it's against, sorry, this is my thing, so I'm going to stop apologising now. So it's against their defence at the first instance. I have a defence of 1.
Okay.
So you get 2 successes, so
Okay.
1 goes through. But 1 also, they also have a guard of 2, so it takes 1 away from the guard before hitting their health.
Okay, all right.
So the hammer smacks into him. You go for the head, and it hits. But as it hits, his helmet comes up, and you can tell that's so blunted it a little bit, and his head smacks around. And as your hammer comes away, the helmet comes back off, and he spits, smiles. He's about to slash for you again, Emma. This mean-looking squat guy has a hammer out above his head, and he is rolling to hit you. Do you have defense? You got defense of 1, don't you?
I think, honestly, my defense or my guard. Wait, yeah, my
No, it's
defense is
defense.
my guard is 0. If that makes sense.
Your guard should be back up to.
Oh, it should be back up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got no hits anyway, so now your riposte comes into play. So you
does.
have 2 attacks, don't you?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, because, yeah, this is my turn as well, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, I think she'll noticing that his attack whiffs. She's gonna like grin herself, lean over, and try to like hit his legs so she can trip him up. Essentially,
Okay.
that's the plan. Still a strength roll, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, not great.
Well, it's one success, so it's you. Well, for this first one, as the hammer slices past you, you spin a little to or your what did you said you were doing with the mace?
Just trying with the other, actually using momentum and then
so
sort of using the other.
you kind of swing after him and it glances
Yeah.
off his arm, maybe pushing him a little bit more off balance, but not actually getting any damage in.
But then she's coming for the big swing in and
Yes.
like, this
Are
is
you
how.
doing just an attack, or are you doing creative violence, or
No, just an attack for now.
okay?
We'll see what happens. Okay, 2 successes.
2 successes. That smacks into his defense. You're not getting any damage to him, but you see him stagger back a little. The helmet now comes up over his face. Seems to be taking it a little bit more seriously. The hammer goes into both hands. Selena, the skeletons are trying to hold this guy back, and he wrenches away as he can, and yes, he does. And do you have any defense? I think no.
No, I have a defense of 1,
What
which
defense of 1?
is. Yep,
Excellent.
I got defense of 1.
And guard?
Guard of 2.
Right, you lose 1 guard then, the moment,
Okay.
as this blade managed to get into some part of your armor. You can just feel the blood start to well up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, fun times. It might be Furious Briar's time then, so I can properly, if he's shaken off the skeletons, I can immobilize him with plant life and then whack him, I think. Let's do that. So is that wisdom?
Yes, it is.
Wisdom and my D12. There we go. That's more like it.
Yeah,
Less
so
good.
It's 3 successes. So what does this look like?
Well, basically, last time it looked like all of these plants were coming, just suddenly bursting up through the floor and in through the windows and grabbing. This time it's more like, have you ever seen a time-lapse video of a plant growing? It's like that, but it's all happening in the space of a second or two. Suddenly this huge plant bursts up from the ground and it, grabs his legs individually, a coil wrapped around one, a coil wrapped around another, and a coil around each of his arms as well. But his arms are held down, so he can't get much of a swing in. So he's just pinned in place, basically, and the people behind me are like, what the fuck is this?
The helmet's back down from his face, and he looks confused. Sometimes when someone just has a look as if absolute lack of comprehension.
Yes.
That's what he has there, and you see him try to struggle to move his arms,
Yeah.
but nothing seems to be going for it yet. You do see from behind him, one of the other guards starts to hack away at the
Briars.
yeah, the briars, but not yet getting through. Emma, you have a defense of 1 and a guard of 2 for the moment. You lose 1 guard as the hammer managed to clip into your shoulder, They'd spun around from your last hit. They just managed to get. They're not in so it's on your non-dominant arm. You hear Tyrant say, "You're going to let him do this to you? Look at that face."
No, I'm not. And she's gonna actually try to focus a little bit. All of her loathing into one strike. See if she can really hit this guy some good.
Okay.
Creative violence.
Yes. So when you're rolling your D8, you want to roll over a 3.
Yeah. This has never been a good idea.
This is
right? Oh no! Oh no!
Wait. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's less.
Right, what's the strength roll as well, please?
Okay, so it worked. It's bad.
It's a critical fail. Oh, God. Emma.
Hey?
You hear Tyrant laugh. Bring the mace up. And you hear the whisper in your ear, "It's not enough." And again, you bring the mace down and it cracks into the pavement and it doesn't stop. You feel yourself pulled over and pulled into the ground at this guy's feet. And now your loathing is gone, is replaced just by terror.
Yep.
We will go back to Paul, Frida, and Quinn for a moment. The sound of silence. Quinn, this claw's coming out towards you. You remember this lack of sound from your room. Do you remember what caused it? Just to give you a hand here.
It was John, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I nonetheless try and dodge the claws first coming at me.
Right. Give me a dex roll.
Aye, Captain. One success or two successes.
Two successes. You spring out of the way, and the claw hits into the tiles of the floor, and you see chunks of it fly up into the air. You can almost hear it, but it's not there. You feel this lack of, your power is there, and it's not. You can't use it.
Mm-hmm.
Who's got the highest dex from Frida and Paul?
Let's have a look.
I have 3.
I think I've got that as well. Wait, no. 3 as well.
3 as well. Right, so whoever wants to go next from both of you can go next.
Rita hasn't had a go yet.
Have a go then.
Okay. I'm going to attack the fuck out of him. So I'm going to run up to him, and I'm going to, with my flame fists, punch him as many times as I can. That is allowable in the rules. And I think I'm going to use a thing. Oh, where's my character? There she is. Right. Okay, no, I can't do that. So I'm just going to run up and just be like,
Why
Stop!
can't you do it? What's the problem?
I should have done it right at the start of combat, but I didn't. So,
That's all right.
I'm just going to run in and start punching.
That's okay, you can do it now if you want.
Well, it doesn't really make any odds now because you kind of have to do it at the start of combat because it's basically getting a free attack at the beginning of combat. And I kind of didn't. We snuck into combat a little bit. It kind of snuck up on me a little bit. Suddenly we were in combat, so I missed my shot. So it's okay. So Rita's just going to start firing up and be like, "Leave my friend alone."
Then roll for me.
I will. I'm going to roll dexterity because I can do that. 5, a 6, and a 3.
So that's 2 successes. Your flaming fists pummel into him. You just see the grin growing as you would expect to hear the thud of your fists, and when you screamed that out, you couldn't even hear what you'd screamed. It was like nothing. The air swallowed the sound. Your fists lash out, pummeling into him. You smell the singed. You're not quite sure what it is. It's not leather. It's not plastic, but there's something kind of burning. And he grins towards you. Paul.
Okay. I turn around and I try to say, the bad guy's broken.
Right. Paul takes aim. Let's see. I want to double check. Obviously, could take aim, but whatever he didn't. Just double check. How many am I on? No. Right. He's going to use explosive ammo now. And roll dex.
Roll dex, sir.
A
And
6,
your
a
D10.
2, a 3, and... No, that's not what I wanted.
But you did get a 6.
Yeah, but at the same time, I want to... What's the code again? I forget. I'm useless.
/R, 1d10.
/R, 1d10. Oh, didn't do anything. /R space 1d10.
Sorry.
No, that was my fault. And I get an 8.
Right, so there you go. What does it look like when the explosive hits him?
The explosive... I'm about to say quinames. That's weird. Maybe later when we all start melding into one. Paul sort of honkers down and uses his right arm as a brace. Sorry, his left arm as a brace, aims, and he fires at that grin. I'm assuming he can still see the face at that grin. And that grin that he saw every time Matthew punched him, kicked him, yelled at him, and it hits into the teeth. And I take it, does it go through that?
It doesn't. It hits him. It hits into the teeth, and you see the explosion, and you don't hear it, but you see the teeth crack, and the nose kind of bucks up, and blood spatters everywhere, and you see the spit, and he mouths, "I missed you," and then lunges towards you.
Oh, fuck.
But we're going to go back to Emma and Selena because we did a little fuck up there. Emma, you did succeed because with creative violence, you don't roll to hit. You tell me what you want to do. You roll your D8, and if you roll
and I take
under,
damage.
you succeed, but you get hurt.
Yeah, or someone close to me.
Or
gets
someone
hurt.
close to you gets hurt. So you can choose. Well, no, actually, we'll do odds or even.
I'll do myself. I don't want to Selena do.
No, come on, odds or even. Even you, odds. Or what do you want?
Okay, I guess I can. Okay, well, even then.
Right, roll. Do you want to roll?
You can roll.
Okay. We get a 5.
I'm
So-
sorry. I'm sorry.
Selena, as the
I'm
mace
so
comes down, first of all, Emma, describe what it is you were doing to this echo.
Well, I think he was just trying to remember that time back in the beginning, really, when she leveled the city block,
Yeah.
and trying to sort of pinpoint all of that disgust into this one echo, while she's like bringing the mace down on his face.
So
That was her.
you bring the mace down his face, and
Yeah.
you feel the loathing flow out of you into the mace. You feel yourself shrinking, the weight of the mace falling towards this echo, and the grin on his face turns to surprise. and then turns to mush as the mace hits into him, but you are swinging. And as you're swinging, you don't hit Selena with the mace, but you hit her with the body as it's being pulled over. And Selena, you lose one guard as you fall to the side, with the side effect of the briars becoming loose.
Oh.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
That was a little bit more satisfying though than smacking it into the ground.
Yeah, that's true. That's
But
true.
we'll go back to Paul, Frida, and Quinn. Quinn, you're up.
Yeah.
Quinn, you go. What are you doing?
His
Don't
hand's
phone.
next
I'll
to
take
me,
your phone off
right?
you.
His hand's next to me. I'm looking at chat through my phone.
Yeah. You look at the chat. On you go. I believe you. Right. Did Aoife get her dinner, by the way? Sorry to interrupt, but
Yes.
good.
I'm gonna try and kind of under his arm, if he's like reaching forward, I'm gonna try and stab him through the armpit.
Okay, then roll, please.
Yeah, I just have to remember because my weapon is with intelligence, isn't it?
No.
Or with dex. Wait. Yeah, it's dex.
Yep. Roll for me, baby.
I didn't make it.
You fumble as you're the rebels behind you are still kind of freaking out at the lack of sound. One of them gets in your way and you slip, your face grazing on the ground where the claws had broken into the tiles. Paul, this happens just as he is mouthing the words at you, and you actually hear a voice. Distorted echo. There is
Yes, Johnny.
there is a null field here. This will prevent the dictator from using her voice.
How do I stop the null field?
We must find the generator.
Can you scan for the generator?
Give me an intelligence roll.
4, 2, and a 5. 11.
Time's kind of slowed at the moment because the Johnny 5 works a hell of a lot faster than most of reality. So you see again the kind of retro green, the lined version of reality here, and you see as if it's going down corridors and turning, but it's not really. It's just going along, and you see through the wall at the top of the stairs. It's you. It's what you look like now, but instead, it's John. You see the face is the same face you have now, just older. But everything else you can tell that it's John standing there and he's emitting this field. And I think there we will take a wee break. I think it might be appreciated by some. And we will be back in a couple of minutes. Bye.
See you soon.
Not again.
We're back. I know I won't use, I am not using Twitter anymore. It's my account's there, but it's locked and it's just parked. Fuck
I
it.
switched mine off.
Yeah, I just deleted mine.
I don't want to delete it in case some miracle happens and he sells something, but I have not looked at it since before New Year.
My mental health has radically improved since I got off Twitter.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
right?
That must have been bad beforehand. Then.
Oh, yeah. What, you think I say these depressing things at the start of each game as a little, Patrick being cookie?
Oh,
no,
no, I thought
I
you were
have
doing that
issues
just for
I am
me.
working through with my therapist.
I am not your therapist. I'm your games master. How many times do I need to tell you?
You can be my dungeon master if you ask nicely.
No, if you ask me. Anywho, we're back. We are playing Shattered Footsteps, our die RPG.
You need the rest of us to go,
What?
guys. Do you need us to leave you to it?
No,
Like,
we
is that-
want an audience. Fuck's sake. Michelle, do you not
We
know
want them to watch. It's part of the
Exactly.
enjoyment.
Exactly.
Oh, I've already been in that situation once. It wasn't fun.
Yeah. That's what you say now.
Well, that's
Anywho,
because we didn't have poppers.
Will, if anybody's watching from somewhere other than Great Britain, will they know what poppers are?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know what are the poppers.
Let's leave that.
Let's leave it at that.
Let's just leave it at that for the moment.
Just
Well,
Google amyl nitrates.
Let's get into it after the stream, maybe.
Let's finish.
No, the rest of the stream now is going to be education on poppers.
Let's do a decapitation strike of this government, and in the game as well.
Fair
Yes.
dues. That sounds like a better idea.
Taking out a government. Okay. We ended there with Johnny Five doing a search and finding John, who's standing at the top of the stairs, putting out this null field, Johnny called it, waiting for the little echo to take you all out.
How far away am I from the stairs?
I'm terrible with distances, so let's say 40 meters.
Yeah, we're not talking like we're going climbing to the very top of the fortress. It's like
No,
just
it's just like a float up. The field doesn't go that far.
Paul is going to try to run up the stairs and get through the door. Is there a door? I'm assuming there's a door. Just the way you described it.
No, there's no door. It's like standing at the landing. As you look up now with the bare eye, you're able to actually see through the banister the John standing there.
Paul runs up towards him and tries to rugby tackle him to the ground.
Give me a dex roll, please. Difficulty of 2.
4,
There we
5,
go.
6.
You sprint. You dodge by another claw slashing out towards you. Maybe Johnny Five saying left, right. Just as bullets start to whir towards you, and you can see that they're coming from John. All missing you, all coming towards you, but just not hitting. You get to the stairs, and you hear him. You don't hear the gun or anything else. Who are you? Did that little fuck Craig change his mind? Did he... We said this was our world and we would do what the fuck we wanted with it. Who are you to come in here with my fucking face and try and stop me?
Hi, Johnny. We need to have a conversation.
Don't call me Johnny. I am the perfect echo. And he raises the gun.
Okay, and he, like I said, rugby tackles him
Right.
to the ground.
So give me another dex roll, please. Sorry, because that was just to get past.
3, a 4, and a 1.
You go to rugby tackle him and he sidesteps and smacks you down onto the stairs. Picks you up. Who the fuck are you?
Don't you recognize me, John? Don't you recognize me, Johnny?
Just looking like me does not mean you're me. I have created a utopia here.
Blame it on the dead man. Blame it on the policeman. Screaming at the void. Ring any bells, Johnny? That's a song from...
He stops. Says, Paul. And then you hear a fist smacking into the ground from further away. Quinn, you hear it too. You hear bullets hitting the ground.
I use my voice again on big guy.
Give me a roll, please, baby.
And the D4, right?
Yes, please.
Oh, sorry. I rolled Dex instead of Charisma.
Is your charisma higher than 2?
Yep.
Then roll 1d6. Because you want that roll. Okay. If you want to put this up to a 7, yeah, which you can do, you can kill this guy if you want.
Yeah, I do. I want to use fear.
Right. So, because we didn't do this the first time you used it, you're using fear. That's your emotion that you have
Yeah,
the most affinity with. Um,
yeah.
so what is it you do here? What do you say to him? What is the word that you say to cast fear into his mind?
Um, I ask him, doesn't the sight of me just make you scared to death?
You see a look of confusion come over his face. And his eyes start to widen. And he grows smaller. Smaller, and then you see him, he's just a little kid in a big suit. You see urine come out through the suit, and he collapses. I say little kid, I'm a teenager, not a child. But even in the look of fear, the contempt and cruelty doesn't go from his face. He falls, and his head smacks off the ground. And the guards come running in. Frida, what are you doing?
Well, at first I'm saying, what the fuck?
And you hear it, and your voice sounds lovely.
Right, so there's rioters, like revolutionaries are coming in.
There's guards coming in. There are 2 revolutionaries left, and there's guards coming in now, beginning to shoot.
All right. I would like to. I'm trying to think of something cool to do, but I'm coming up a little short.
And we'll
So
come
what
back
I'm
to you in
going
a
to do-
second if you want.
Oh, I've got it.
You got it?
Yeah. I would like to run up to one of them, the one on the right,
Mhm.
and there is a window there, right? And we're quite high up at this
No,
point.
you're on the ground floor now.
We're on the ground floor. Okay.
Ground
Oh,
floor, sorry.
wait. Oh, yeah. I understand where I went wrong there. Okay. I would like to jump on the one on the right and pummel his face while singing a song from Hamilton.
Okay. Give me a roll and you can include your full dice on it.
Dexterity
Dexterity
and
plus an extra
full
d6.
dice.
Do you still have where you have the circles and crosses?
I do.
Does 5 have a circle or a cross on it?
Load up. This 5 has a circle on it.
Well, there we go. You get some kind of fluke. Since you failed the roll otherwise, tell me what happens. You're able to take out every single one of these guards here. What is it that happens? Tell me what happens.
Well, Eliza's a character from Hamilton. I'm Frida. Frida runs up and says, "I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot," and jumps on the guy on the right and pummels his face in, just saying, "I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and fuck your fucking face." And then rips his head off, and then screams out again, "I'm not gonna miss my shot!" Throws the head at the other guy and knocks off his head with the head. And then she stands up, does a bit of a flip, and stands like Hamilton in Hamilton with the hand up and hand behind the back, just like, done!
The rebels are appalled, shocked, fucking terrified at this. Quinn, you choose your power like that. This is so over the top. The sort of movie you watched maybe when you're a teenager with friends. So old Peter Jackson sort of stuff. So before Lord of the
If
Rings.
Peter Jackson
Brain
was
dead or
award-winning
Aye.
musical.
Just the violence over the top. So I don't know if you would be scared by it or you would find it somehow funny. But yeah, so Frida, take all the circles off your dice, please. Emma, Selena. Emma, you're feeling drained after that massive hit. That you have killed one of the echoes.
Yeah. And also wounded, or
Yes.
at least, yeah.
You managed to knock Selena off and give this guy a chance to swing at her. Oops. And he
Thanks.
fucking fumbles. So
Nice.
he's unable to get out of as much as they've been loosened. He's unable to get out of the briars there.
The briars, yeah. Okay, so he's still ensnared.
I think Emma will rush over to help Selena up and be like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
That's enough. You've done enough. Thank you.
Well, I think Selena picks herself up and just, again, hammer time right in the guy's fucking face. If swinging it.
Right. Give us a roll.
Literally.
You can still have your advantage then because he fumbled.
Yep. Cool. So is that that's strength, isn't it? Yep. So strength. Okay, and one more. Okay, one success.
You managed to smack into him, but he's even as he's tied down, it doesn't seem to do any proper damage. His head snaps back. He's already bloodied, struggling to get out of this. Emma, you can see Selena, given it all she's got, this guy seems to be extremely tough. The guards and the rebels are now hand-to-hand combat. You see people from both sides falling, bleeding, screams. What you do?
Yeah, I think when she's back to her senses, she's terrified again. And feeling the weight of the mace and just trying to make sense of what she's going to do next. It's the guy who's being like the echoes left right now. Is he showing any emotion right now? Fair?
No, not fear.
You say he's feeling loathing right now?
Yes.
Very
good.
Very loaded question.
Yes.
Yes. I think you know what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
I'm attempting to drain the emotion from him.
And what do you need to roll for that?
It's a charisma roll, actually. If they resist, which I imagine he would.
I imagine he would do, yes.
And it's just a difficulty 1, but I do have to make it.
He fails.
Nice. And then for a success and each success above it, a level of emotion is transferred from the target to the knight.
So gimme.
Am I rolling charisma as well?
Yes. I think
Okay,
so,
sorry.
yeah, that's so you to get.
I think so. Oh, there we go. Well, 1-6, but
That one's a special, so you can re-roll. You can roll another
6.
D6, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
You take 2 levels from again.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, she's never done this before. I think she's just desperately trying to look for like some sort of strength, which in her mind is like, I have to feel bad again to actually win this. So yeah, she's.
Part of the loading does probably be how these people have been treated. You're a librarian. You're not really a violent person at all. And seeing how these people are treated, seeing how it's not necessarily hatred of anyone in particular, hatred of the situation, hatred of it's not always a negative thing. The hatred, it's not always tyrant trying to make you hate yourself or hate someone else. Now it's just this arsehole here has been putting his foot down the necks of people for 20 years. And they've been getting away with it. So you can now do an attack if you want. Or use creative violence if you want. I mean, the chance of you rolling a 2 or a 1 is not...
I'm not sure if I want
Never less than 0.
This is true.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she's gonna do that again just because what happened.
Just
But-
real quick before you do that, can I like whisper? Can I talk to Haydos?
You can, yes. Time would slow.
Time would
Ooh.
slow. Okay, so Emma here has just given you 2 of the guys you wanted. Help her out.
One of the guys. Well, okay, so how should I help her?
Slow him down, stick his feet, drain his life. Take your pick.
Odd or even, Selena.
Odd.
Take 1 god debt,
Okay.
and you see black hands erupt through the briars. And by black, I don't mean black, I mean actual black darkness, lack of light.
Okay.
Hook round the legs. It's not just holding him still, pull him to his knees. And Emma, you see the guy falters. You don't see any black hands, but you hear a voice. Let the hate go.
Oh, okay. That's what?
He's all yours, Emma.
Okay. Okay. I guess she'll just go for it then.
You just roll your d8. Did you just roll a 2?
Yeah.
Told ya.
All you.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, I don't think you've ever been able to do this without... Right, okay. This is what we say. Since a god was helping you, no damage will be done
Hang on.
to
Is
Selena.
it the same? Is it the same or under?
Hold on.
If it beats your current emotional intensity, you succeed.
Yeah, if it beats it...
And it does beat. Well,
No, you
it's-
succeed anyway. No, you succeed no matter what.
That's true. That's true.
Right. If your result is equal to or less than your emotional level, you achieve your goal, but you or someone close to you suffers. Wounds
Okay.
equal to the result. Now,
Yeah.
the result is only 2, so it would be 2 wounds. And I think what we'll do here is we'll make it 1 wound because of Hados's help. And tell me how you kill this guy with your mace. What are you thinking? What is the creative act of violence that actually...
Well, I mean, she's essentially just heading over and doing her best to like unleash that sort of loathing for this system, this whole town that's oppressing people, and then just moving up to strike towards his shin and his jaw.
So it's an upward sort of...
Yeah, it's upward swing of the mace.
You swing upwards, and again you feel the loathing come out of you. But as it does, you feel... Before the loathing hits, you feel this pity. And your arm pulls back a little, and you feel your heart as if it stops for a moment. And then the loathing goes out. You feel relief and release and guilt. And the mace rips through the head. And you see the teeth fly up into the air, scattering round the briars. You hear people start to scream, even those on your side, and run away. And the mace comes back down. So you've taken it up, without even meaning to, it comes back down and rips through the body. And you collapse.
Oh.
Paul?
Mm-hmm.
John has you in his hand. And everything goes... So What would there be more likely for John? Tron or Lawnmower Man?
Tron.
Tron.
Because no one watched Lawnmower Man.
We all loved Lawnmower Man. Actually, when we got older, we all decided Lawnmower Man was shit because the CGI was shit. We loved it when we were that age.
Yeah, but Tron is better.
Yeah, that's
Even
true,
then, we knew
but-
Tron was better.
No, but remember, he went in when he was 90.
It's Tron. We're going with
I'm
Tron.
just telling you, it's anyway. you no longer feel the hand on you. You see yourself in, what your mind is basically sort of Tron-esque landscape. The suits you're wearing have the neon lines going down them. You can feel Johnny Five in your head as if it's fighting. Not fighting you, but you can like hear the sounds of some sort of combat in your head, although you know that's not really happening. And you see John in front of you as teenage John.
What the hell are you doing here, John?
The fuck are you doing here? How did you get here?
We went to memorial service.
What the fuck's that got to do with me, man? Why are you here? You
We
never
went to
wanted
a
to play
war-
with us. It was not your fucking place.
We went to a memorial service to remember the 20th anniversary of when our friends disappeared.
20 years.
20 years.
Time fucking flies.
You're telling me? Look, I'm dressed like something out of an early 2000s fetish catalogue. My nipples have done nothing but chafe since I got here.
That happened to me at the beginning too. You know,
When do you get used to it at all? Did you find
get some
Vaseline work?
leaves, get some leaves and put down, and you can, there's some really, really tough leaves here, and it just takes care of it. It's got aloe vera or something. It's not the point. Paul, you're not meant to be here. This was ours. We fought for this. I even lost you for this.
I found a statue. Bit of a shock.
Worst day since I got here. That was. It was almost exactly like you. Maybe a little bit too sycophantic, but he was almost you. Why are you doing this? Why are you... This is Necrorbis, man. I saved it. We saved it. You sacrificed yourself to make sure that we could do this.
Have you been out there since in the last 20 years?
Look, I've had other things to do. I've had to make sure.
Have
to
you
protect the
seen
city.
what it's like? You've turned into Pol Pot, man.
Fuck you.
They are that
Fuck you. I saved them and I kept them safe. You have no
They are
idea what it
that
was like.
terrified of you that whenever they saw me, the first thing they did was piss themselves. Also,
Well, I
why
have
the
a
hell
line
do
your
you have
face.
those four working for you? Of
They
all
work-
the people.
They worked for the other side. I got them under control.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Did they let you out?
They couldn't stop me. I just had other
Did
things
they
to do.
let you out?
Of course they let me out. I just didn't want to go out.
You didn't want to go out. Doesn't sound like the John I know. John I know would have been out talking to people all the time, finding out what was going
didn't
wrong.
have to look after an entire city-state of people.
No, the John I knew looked after his friends and looked after the families of his
Well, my
friends.
friend fucking died. You died. My other friends fucked off to all other corners of the day. They took their own fucking little worlds.
I cried in the night for a solid year. Susie, you remember Susie? The girl you were shacking up with? You tried to hide it behind my back because according to her, you were scared about how it would act.
I think.
You know she works in publishing now. She's doing quite well.
I'm sure she is.
Talking recently, I'm going through a bit of a divorce. She made
You're
up.
married?
I got married, yeah. Social worker. Can you believe
No
that? I'm a
way.
social worker now. Yeah. I spend my days working with problem kids, runaways mostly. You know why? I'm hoping somehow I find out what I just might come across my best friend again. But yeah, you know my problem. Anytime I see something wrong, I bring it home. I fret over hours. I was bringing work home. Couldn't get out of the mindset, seeing all those kids. Then we had a bloody pandemic. Oh yeah, that's the whole thing. The planet shut down for 2 years. Can you imagine that? 2 years. Also, Nazis are back. Nazis are now a thing
How
again.
the fuck did Nazis go?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, see, now I'm not sure that you're fucking real.
Oh no, I am being honest. And if you want to hear more shocked, I've been looking at your playlist. What was your favorite band? Who did you want to be? Because you can't see him anymore. He's not dead. He's in prison.
Fuck.
Yeah, and
What for?
kids.
But what?
Yeah.
And he looks down his arm and he sees the Lost Prophets tattoo.
Yeah, I told you to wait. Always wait. Do you remember the guy we had trying out for bass and he was really into that band ISIS? Turns out there's a terrorist group called ISIS that showed up in the middle of this. Yeah, I know.
I love
It's
that.
like I say,
Were great.
never get a tattoo of a band until at least because you'll find something out horrible. Incidentally, half of Hollywood, they're all pervs.
Oh, we knew that already.
Well, yeah, we knew that.
I thought it'd be fucking done by now. I thought the fucking.
I have been picturing this moment. And it's not all Nazis and work. I've got bad news for you. And I know it's going to break your heart, but I know I have to fucking tell you, man. Because I met the 2 copies running around the woods trying to keep you here. Try to kill us.
They were a mistake. Something went wrong. Craig didn't. How did Craig let you get here?
It was his brother.
The cat?
His brother got him, yeah, got us together for a whole memorial. Remember all the friends we lost. And the next thing you know, I touch a dice, and now I'm dressed like Neo going to Club Antichrist, which, if you had have hung around, we could, well, maybe not together, but yeah, you might have been interested in.
That's one for just me and Patrick, I think.
Yeah, I don't.
I gotta tell you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but sit down, man. You need to hear this.
Chairs appear.
Your parents, for years after, would spend their night looking for you. They would chase down every lead, every rumor. Somebody matches your height, matches your description. Got
Like,
too much.
I feel bad for them about that, but you don't know what it was like living with them. You don't know what it was like to have them as parents.
They were parents. No, of course no one is. I love my dad. Do you not think I have problems with him?
Your dad's great.
Do you not think the first that we didn't say anything to one another wasn't the football score for 12 years? But you need to know. And I'm sorry, I have to tell you here. The stress got too much. And 4 years ago, your mother, it happened during the night.
What?
Doc said it was a stroke. Went quick. But that's no. Your dad spends half his time when he can leave going down to the graveyard, chatting to her.
Don't
He's
you see?
refused
It doesn't
point blank.
matter.
He's refused point blank to put your name on because he's looking for you. Because I think the only thing that's holding him together right now, is that he'll get to see you before he goes.
It's 20 years ago. 20 years. I can have them remade here. Better than last time. You could help. We can make them
Better
where they
than
are
that.
now so that they
They're
can
not.
see me.
The people who are waiting for you now.
But if they're here,
I
then
get
they're
it,
not
mate.
waiting. That's the
That
thing.
your
We can
dad.
bring her back. We can put them together. They can
No,
be happy.
that's not her. And that's not the,
That
your dad.
wasn't. No, that they were mistakes.
Even if they weren't, they're still not them. They'll just be paper cutouts, mannequins.
That's not what this is. You've not
What
been
is
here.
this?
How long have you been here, actually? How long have you been in our world?
How long have you not been in the world where you lived and missed out
This
on
is
so
the world.
much?
I have lived here longer than I lived with my family.
God damn it, John, don't you fucking get it? My world fell apart when you left, and you know why? You still don't get it. It wasn't just that you were my friend. I fucking loved you. I never had the language to explain what the feelings I had. And now look at you. I turn up. Necro Urbus, something we created in for songs, is very real and very toxic. Where people are kept. No one's free until everyone's free.
You
And
don't
you
understand. You have no idea
then
what it was
explain
like
to
to
me.
fight for
Explain
this.
to me right now. I think we got time. Come on.
When we got here, it was all a game. All fun and games. We didn't realise at first what it was Craig had done. And then when we did, we voted. And we voted the way we did in order to save this world, to save the people, to make sure no harm came to them. When we found Necroorbis, it was as if it was pulled from our heads. Exactly. And the pain that was there, the suffering that was there, we had to end it. We had a fucking war. We saw people die. And I don't care if you don't think they were real. We saw our friends die. We saw people we loved torn apart, including you. It was damn near perfect, the version of you that was here. And maybe that helped. Maybe that's why I didn't miss home as much. You didn't see what they had done. You didn't see the graves, the mass graves that were... This was real. This isn't...
The people of your city have risen up against you because they view you as a tyrant.
What do you mean?
That's not the John I know.
The people are happy.
The people hate you. When they saw the statue pulled down, they cheered.
The people... But you see, as he says that, like ink come down in streaks. The eyes go entirely black.
They
Paul,
They are literally lining up to kill you.
John isn't here at the moment, Paul. You've all made this little foray into die. This is not a place for you. But you're right, John has outlived his usefulness. You hear a crack. Nothing happens there, but you hear a crack. I'll make sure he doesn't fall. He smiles, and the smile you get is an inhuman one.
What the fuck have you done to my friend?
I think Necroorbis has outlived its usefulness. And I think,
You're the one the goddess
Paul,
wanted dead.
I think that you and your friends should leave die before more damage is done. And the world, this Tron world, disappears. And you see John's neck twisted round so his head facing the other way.
Fuck. John, no, 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 no!
You feel the ground begin to rumble.
What the fuck? No, John. Fuck, no, John. And I take it John slumped to the ground now.
Yes.
He is literally just doing the whole grab and crying. The do not want. No, no, not like this.
Selena,
Not now.
you hear Zoda's voice. There's something very wrong. It's time for you all to leave now. We will
There's
save
something
who we can. Get your friends and get out of Necroorbis.
There's something very wrong, and it's time for us to leave right now. Come on, we've got to go, Emma.
Thea, your
Emma's
mic.
now got
No.
the null field and nothing
Yeah.
can be helped.
Oh yeah, sorry. Is Emma knocked out?
I know she was just dazed for a moment.
Yes, dazed.
Now there's earthquakes. Seem to be coming through, or tremors, at least not quite full on earthquakes.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Let's
What
go
about the
front
others?
gate. And so
What about the others?
we have to. I think they know what's going on. Jado just came and said that we need to leave. Everybody! So she's now shouting to all of the revolutionaries and the guards nearby. Everybody! We have to leave the city right now! Come on, let's go! Evacuation!
It's as
And
if
then
something different's come over the guards as well. They're no longer, like, the fighting kind of stopped completely.
They're all just looking at each other confused. Like,
Yes.
"What?"
The impetus behind it is all gone. Frida, Quinn, you see. So Frida's just ripped people's heads off and used their heads as fucking pitching balls.
What's going on?
And you
I
both see
think-
Paul.
Sorry?
You both see Paul beside the body of. the
He is
perfect Echo.
clutching. He's
Oh,
clutching
Paul,
John's
well
body.
done. You got him. Oh, I totally misread this moment, haven't I? This is that was not the right words for this moment. Are you okay? What's going on?
He is just sobbing his eyes out.
All right, Frida tries to pick him up and says, "All right, come on, Paul."
He is holding on to John's body like it's a toy that he's not giving up.
All right, come on, Paul. You got to let go of the body because I think the city is collapsing. We have to leave.
Quinn moves over to Paul and just puts her hand on his shoulder and says,
Don't you fucking dare
He's
use
gone.
that voice.
"It's time to go."
I like that, Frida.
Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and as the days go. Fuck!
The chandelier crashes to the floor.
Not now. We're so close. Fuck. I'll kill that son of a cunt bitch. And he drags himself up and gets up. Yeah. And he takes one last. Actually, bends down, takes out his knife, and cuts off a lock of John's hair. And then he leaves.
There's a lock that has a single grey hair in it.
Right.
Selena, you and Emma, I don't know, are you trying to help people or are you just looking for the others? What's going on?
We're trying to just get people out of the nearest gate, I think, and trust that we'll meet the rest of our protagonist chums after whatever's about to happen happens. Emma, you're still muted. Thea, you're still muted. Sorry, darling.
I think Emma's just cursing the fact that she's not a Neo, can't fly, can't do anything, but she's trying her best to like help Selena with gathering the rest of the people out the nearest exit from the city if they can.
Selena, you, as you're heading towards the east gate of the city, you'd come in through the south, I think. You're heading towards the east. You come across a group who are just staring at you. They're making some kind of shape with their hands. It's her. It's her. Bless us, please bless us. And you see they're wearing like kind of denim and fairly clean cut.
Yeah. Yes, I will. But let's get out of the city first. Come on, let's go.
Tears coming out their eyes. Okay, okay. And they start to help others. There's maybe 5 or 6 of them. They start to. Then I think I was wanting to do a little bit more with that, but I think we'll do that next time, so you can actually speak to them.
Yeah, I think so.
Emma,
I think Selena's definitely chosen flight at this point.
Emma, as you're herding people, you see a poster, and it looks like you do at the moment, but it's a massive. It's a woman standing there, bright coloured armor, a massive axe that looks like a smile, and a smile on her face. And what was the character's name? What was the Paragon's name? No, what was the character's name? You remember? Because I forgot.
The Paragon name of
Willow's character.
It was Amali.
Come to Amali's land of fun. It'll be a joyous time. And there's written the name of a city or something you're not quite sure what it is yet.
I think before she has any chance to rethink it, she's going to rip that. If she can rip it off the wall and take it with her.
Not a problem at all.
Yeah.
I'm
just like, look exactly at it.
Like you do now, but you see, even though it's drawn, it's not a photograph or anything. It's drawn, but you see shining through it Willow's face, and the smile on the is beautiful, and even the axe as well just looks as if it's singing. Frida, Quinn, Paul. The castle is beginning to fall.
I'm guessing we're running, right?
Yeah. I'm barking orders at people as I'm leaving, hoping that they mistake me for John, telling people to, like, soldiers, leave, make it to the exits, make it to the city gates, go.
You get salutes, you get the offers of help, you get... there's people trapped over in the West Wing, whatever.
Go and get them and then get out. Save as many as you can. That's all you can do.
Distorted echo. Reality is falling.
What do you mean reality is falling?
My projections are within the next day, Necro-Urbis will no longer exist. Not destroyed.
How far, where does the extent of this end?
At the gates.
Everyone, get to the gates! We have to leave. We have to leave now to the gates. Come on.
Necro-Urbis has 700,000 citizens.
Fuck. There's going to be over 500,000 people are going to be wiped out if there's not a way we can get them. Is there, Johnny 5?
Yes, the start of echo.
Is there a form of mass communication that will allow me to communicate to the entire city?
Not at the moment.
Damn it!
May I make a suggestion?
Please.
You may ask your godbinder friend. They can ask a god.
Okay. Shit, where's Selena? Where's Emma?
They are currently by the east gate.
All right, we're going to the east gate. Johnny Five, pull up a map and lead us to by the quickest route.
What's at the east gate?
Selena and Emma.
What are you talking about with like all the people?
The city is just going to dissolve. It's going to no longer exist. I'm being told reality is breaking apart.
What about all the people?
We'll ask Selena to call on one of the gods to help them out, to get them out of the city.
All right, we got a plan. Quinn, let's fucking go. We're going to the east gate. Come on.
Quinn looks down at John's body one last time with a bit of disgust and then kind of follows the rest.
Quinn,
Yep.
what do you mean by disgust?
Well, thinking of what kind of became of him and thinking about how he must have changed in those 20 years, Quinn can't help but think of her sister and just feel kind of like when you're so scared that you're kind of disgusted at the prospect of bumping into that person.
Okay. Frida, is there anything you want to do on the way out of the city?
Well, I mean, there's a plan, and whilst Frida is very much her own person, I think at this point she's like, right, we got to get a god on this, because this revolution has gone horribly wrong. The songs have stopped, and she's feeling quite complicated about everything that's going on right now. Was she partially responsible for endangering hundreds of thousands of lives with her, childlike, immature love of the idea of a revolution?
No, because
This
none
is
of you know
quite a
what's
big-
happening other than Paul,
Sorry?
actually. None of you understand what's happening except Paul.
Yeah. I mean, Paul just told me.
No, Paul didn't tell
No.
you what happened in Tronland.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking exclusively about the
I know
whole.
that, yeah. No, I'm just
100,000
saying
people.
for...
Yeah. It's just the hundreds of thousands of people dying now for some reason that she doesn't entirely understand. That's kind of fucking her up. So she's just like, right, just get to the god botherer.
Lena, if you're willing to take on another god that we will say you can get a message out to the city.
I was thinking probably Jadot,
Okay.
because she is, the god of life, the goddess of life and the city by extension, so she can just plant a little message in 100,000 heads. Run, save yourselves. Then, yeah,
Then I want you to give me a wisdom roll, please.
a wisdom roll. Okie dokie.
That could be
And
a
it's
0.
And am I using my D12 as well?
No, this is
Oh.
just for...
Sorry, everybody.
The message goes out. Everyone gets it. There are a large number of people who do not believe in any god of life, any god of anything but suffering, or people that are mean, people that are too fucked up to stand up, people who won't let their children leave because why the fuck should they? No one's going to take them out of their home. Nothing's going to happen. It's all a fucking conspiracy from people that hate the perfect echo. And a lot of people do make it out. A lot do, and all of you are back in the city helping, getting people and children out, old people who are not able to make it on their own. You see other people helping everyone helping everyone else. You see people getting ramps set up where there weren't any ramps so that people in their wheelchairs are able to make it out. Everyone is helping, carrying the pets, carrying children, carrying the things that people think they're going to need. And
I
maybe,
try
Yeah.
something.
of course.
Am I aware that the message has kind of failed or not?
No, you don't know. The message itself didn't fail. The message went out. It's how.
Yeah. But I mean, we failed in its intention to get
No,
everyone
you
out.
won't. You wouldn't know that until the end. But you might decide to do something anyway.
Okay, I'd like to try.
The world we were born into.
What the fuck?
I'd like to try and cast some kind of massive illusion.
Okay.
I would like to try and cast an illusion of a giant shit monster, 100 feet tall, approaching the city, screaming, "I'm gonna eat you."
Okay. Now, given that I mean, you can do this, and if you get more than 3 successes, I will say another 100,000 people can get out of the city. But yeah, so give me a roll with your fool's die.
Oh wait, is that a trick? I think there's something I can do here to maybe assist. Okay, no. I mean, if all else fails, doesn't really apply here. Okay. There's the dice. Right. So this is my charisma's magic, isn't it?
Mhm.
Right. So that's one of them
No, nice.
and a 6.
And you're okay.
Nice.
Right, so that is very good. I said 100,000 people, but I think in given that roll and in remember put a circle on one of the sides, in conjunction with the message, you're actually able to get more than half the people out of the city.
Oh, wow.
You're all in
Right,
this.
so
The combination of the message being put out and then the illusion of this fucking monster. And Selena, Zoda does say to you, remember, as benign as I may be, you're in my debt. Little Godbinder.
I won't forget, Jardo. Thank you.
And with that, you all do what you can. More than half the citizens get out of the city. And 24 hours after John's death, you're all exhausted. You've saved what you can. There's been rioting going on, things being stolen from people, things being destroyed. People had noticed when the palace started to go, maybe an hour or so, that it disappeared. Okay, that wasn't me.
That's the sound of the castle going.
Maybe. That it's not. There's no noise. There's no destruction. You know, the earthquake started. They subsided fairly quickly. But 24 hours after, there's camps of people all round about, and the 5 of you are looking, and the city is gone. Just as you're there one moment, the next it's gone. There's a void where it was, and when you speak to the people round about, none of them know anything about Necrorbus. But any sort of city nearby, this is, you know, this is where they live. They're going to move somewhere else because, you know, there's not much round about here, but this is where they live. This is how it's always been. Don't go too near the edge there, you might fall in.
So odd.
I would like to sit down next to Paul, wherever he is, put my arm around him, and say nothing. Except shake a little baggie at him.
Give it here.
I hand over the stuff that the magic lady gave me at the beginning of the day.
Yesterday, now.
Yesterday, now, yeah. And I just staying silent with my arm around him.
And Paul, before you take the drug, maybe close your eyes for a second, and you see that smiling face with the ink or the ichor going down from the eyes. But it's no longer John's face, it's a face that you don't recognise. It was the face that was behind John's face. And when you take the drug, it gives a wink and disappears. And everything just fades out. And that is the end of the first arc of Shadowford.
We made
What
it.
the fuck, man? What the fuck was that? What did you do to us?
We
What
remain
What did you do
alive.
to Paul?
I did nothing. I am merely the facilitator.
You're literally everything in this game except us.
But I react to all of you.
Oh.
So, yeah, that was fun. I hope you
It sure
enjoyed
was.
it so far. I think
That was really good.
I know where we're taking the next arc. Maybe to a little circus or land of fun. Well, depending, you all get to choose. There's other things. There's also the cult. There's
Yep,
whatever-
there's some people that I need to talk to, I think. So
I
Curious
didn't put
about
enough
the
into
cult.
that there. I need to.
It's-
So I meant to have some prepared for the personalities of these people, and I hadn't done so.
it's fine.
But yeah, so there's that. There still the Lady Nightshade to find, and hopefully the other Frida who's running about being a hero. So, you can all say goodbye. Tell me how you enjoyed your evening, and we'll start again with Ashleigh.
Yes, thank you for running it. Super fun. It's kind of it brought the arc to the, the hinted at conclusion. Although I didn't imagine the city was going to be destroyed. Plus, I imagine Haydos is a big fan of Emma's now because she delivered him 3 of the souls he was after. So nice one, Emma. I do a podcast called What the Trans, and it's about trans people in the UK, so it can be a bit scary sometimes. I'm also in a band, Saint Lucifer. Check us out, come get your black metal gay disco, and I will pass us to Patrick.
Yeah, Paul had a great time tonight. No, I had a lot of fun. I did not know how this was going to turn out. I was expecting. I have a feeling that if I didn't try to kill my childhood bully, and who doesn't want to do that?
Right?
You could be the most compassionate. You could be St. Francis. If you see your childhood bully, you're taking out and you got a chance. You're taking his fucking kneecaps. I'm sorry. Maybe that's my inner Belfast coming out, but no. So yeah, had a lot of fun. Got to emote. Thought like the dangling thread Marc has given us. Who is this?
Yes.
Who is
Who
this
is the
bastard?
The face behind the John mask.
Who is this big bastard? I am happy now that that Paul is now indulging in drugs, because I think that reaches a point in every man's life when you don't want ties or aftershave or things from Jill. You just want a rap of speed and to be left alone for 12 hours. So no, I had a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to Happy New Year to all our viewers, both of you. The one who's accidentally stumbled into this, and the one person who's trying to get a message out from Maymar. Hello, don't worry, we haven't forgotten you. And I look forward to our next session, which will be actually I've got it. Yeah, I just want to double check because my mum's birthday is right about that. No, it's the week before, so it'll be good. And I will therefore pass over to Thea. Thea. Oh, wait, did you go Thea? Did you? Or was it
No, I haven't. That's fine. Yeah, no, it's really fun. The huge props actually to Marc and Patrick for that scene. Very well done. I felt the emotion. I was really invested. I thought it was really well done, both of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Emotional crux of the episode. But yeah, absolutely.
I
And
didn't think a fight would be appropriate.
no, but it was really really good. Genuinely. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to finding out more about this fun land. What was that we call it? Happy land?
There's a fun land, a truly joyous time.
Yes. Very, yeah. That doesn't sound bad at all. But yeah, passing it over to Chris.
Yeah, you're
And I noticed it. That's why I clicked on it. So I had fun tonight. I was not expecting to make a child die of fear, but I guess I did.
Hey, you did.
A teenager, my excuses. But yeah, I guess I can check that off my bucket list. Yeah, my name was Chris. I am Quinn. I speak in past tense as usual. No, thank you so much for the lovely game tonight. I definitely had a blast quelling the tyrannical fist of injustice.
I hope the killing the child was making it, with your incredible overpoweredness, that it gave it a little bit of a sour feel.
Of course.
Yeah, you love killing children, admit it.
Definitely.
Also, I do remember actually earlier I said I love ISIS, and we were talking out the band and not the.
Yeah.
That could go very wrong. Let's not clip that part.
I have an ex. I have an ex called ISIS.
I think this video.
Sorry, what?
Monetized already.
Sorry. No, I think we just missed something there. Could you repeat that, Ashleigh?
My ex-girlfriend is called Isis. She lives in Wrexham now.
Oh no!
But I dated her before the terrorist organization
ruined that
became.
name for them. It's like Hitler and the mustache. People enjoyed that mustache, and then he came along, and now people know
and
the name
ruined it.
next.
No one has
I met in Manchester.
Sorry, what now? Oh yes, it is. Yeah, you've met her.
Yeah, she was cool. I haven't seen her in like nearly 10 years, or like 8
that's
years.
Because
there might be a reason for that.
Come on.
Sorry, Michelle. You need to do your
goodbyes.
Yes.
Last hour of that was crazy good. Love the whole Lost Prophets thing.
That's something we talked about right at the beginning.
That was inspired. The whole thing was cool as hell to watch. And yeah, let's do that again. Only, in a while, once I've cried for about a week, then I'll be ready again.
We will be back with this in 2 weeks. I think, Patrick, you just said next week is your mother's birthday?
No, it's the week before.
That's what I mean,
we can do the next one. It's the week. Sorry.
I know that, but I'm talking about Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if we'll be playing Call of Cthulhu next Tuesday. We'll need to speak with Michelle and Calder, whether we just tell Patrick to fuck off or not for every day. But we'll see. We'll be back in 2 weeks with this. I had a lot of fun. Rocky start at the beginning, but I am now back to knowing the rules a good bit better, and I'm very much looking forward to the next arc of our game. So if you're watching, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, follow on Twitch, blah, 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 blah. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.